Now you just have to follow the same procedures as before, take it and concentrate, you will feel the spiritual power, then you must accept it.
I picked up the cup with the tea and started drinking it. I forgot to mention that the taste isn't bad, just a little strange. It's not something I'd like to drink often. After drinking it, I closed my eyes to prepare myself and started doing the same thing as before. And it all felt like déjà vu. I saw what they were talking about again, it's right in front of me, but I can't do anything else. Before I could react or do anything, I opened my eyes instantly. Again, nothing happened. ZDX was confused, wondering what could be causing the blockage. Has this happened before?
Yes, and in 97% of cases we manage to get the person to access it sooner or later, but for some reason in your case it is different. I don't know why, since the previous ones did not have a power that has to do with the dead or spirits, like you are the first person like that. There have been others like you of course, but they gave up and never came back. You seem to want to keep trying, so you will continue with the last trainings.
I stood up and looked at ZDX a little confused and thoughtful. I will continue to give my best, it's the only thing I can do. ZDX raised his hand to point to where I should go to continue with the penultimate training. I walked to the spot and stopped when I saw 3 columns with 3 apples placed on top.
Turn apples into something or burn them, it's the same as with targets.
I raised my right hand, aiming for the apple in the center. I'd make a straight attack and then extend it sideways to burn the others or turn them into whatever. I began to concentrate my power to launch the attack with spiritual power. Seconds after achieving this, I extended the fire to the other 2 apples. I held this for a minute until I stopped to observe what happened. Absolutely nothing. The apples were still intact. Even the supports were there. Absolutely nothing happened. I stared at my hand for a few seconds, confused, and then lowered it.
Nothing, we just have to try the sword thing, otherwise I regret having to ask you to step aside for a while.
Don't worry, I understand. ZDX started walking toward a part of the campus, and I followed behind him. We continued walking across campus, and I watched as the other students were doing well and weren't having any problems. It was a little awkward, but I continued walking normally until ZDX stopped. Ahead of me, there are some small stairs that lead to a small platform covered by a carpet. Following that, I saw Leslie approach me and ZDX wearing a different combat suit. What caught my eye was her hood and mask, which was quite interesting. The green tunic remained, but the hood was in place, and she now wore a new mask. I've seen many similar suits, but it's still interesting to see in person, as it completely covers her face and head. It's perfect for hiding your identity. I climbed the many stairs to reach the platform. I walked to the left side to face ZDX and Leslie. She stood on the right side.
The training is simple, you must knock down the other person using your sword in combat.
ZDX spoke these words and fell silent. I noticed someone walking up to us, clasping their hands, and beginning to recite something that struck me as odd, and what it caused was even stranger. I felt my body enveloped in a blue aura. I looked ahead, and Leslie felt the same.
That blue aura is a spiritual shield. My classmate later 78 from the class next door is helping me create it for this training. Now you must imbue your weapons with spiritual energy since it is the only thing that can destroy the aura.
I summoned my sword and grabbed it instantly. Leslie summoned one and grabbed it as well. Could her blessing be the ability to summon swords or weapons, or is it just a part of her power like mine? We both pointed our swords at each other. I focused completely on my sword, trying to find the spiritual energy I could imbue it with. I deduce that Leslie did the same, unless she can access it without any problems.
They will start fighting on the count of 1, 2, and 3, now.
Leslie launched an attack at me, and I was able to easily dodge her. Then she spun around to strike my sword. From the clash, I realized that Sapphire doesn't have spiritual power, as Lesla's sword did begin to glow from the clash. Although it could be an effect she gave her sword when she summoned it, so I won't pay much attention to it. The clash of swords continued. I couldn't break her defense. Should I use the power of the sun's blessing? No, in a training session like this, it's best to fight without it. I continued to struggle against Lesla, and I kicked her in the stomach, but nothing happened. She did the same, but she managed to hit me, knocking me down.